It's fairly shocking. There are scandals, and then there are scandals which place a shadow directly over the institution of monarchy itself. And this story doesn't float in the gossip columns. It sits squarely at the heart of public trust, constitutional propriety, and moral seriousness. We now understand that Prince Andrew hosted Jeffrey Epstein, Ghislaine Maxwell, and Harvey Weinstein. Is it Weinstein? It is Weinstein, isn't it? At Royal Lodge in 2006. It was not some incidental encounter at a public gathering. This was an invitation into a taxpayer-owned royal residence, the private domestic space on the Crown estate land during a celebration for Andrew's daughter 2 months after a United States arrest warrant had already been issued for Epstein. The BBC has verified images of the trio. I think I've got it here. Of the trio standing in the grounds. The identification is robust. The timing is devastating. 8 days after the masked ball at Windsor, Epstein was arrested in Florida for the sexual assault of a minor. The scale of this is extraordinary. Three of the most well-known predators and abusers of our era, all connected with and welcomed by a senior royal and not purely in the distant past. The sustained nature of these connections is an alarming factor. Epstein and Maxwell at Balmoral in 1999, Maxwell's birthday party at Sandringham in 2000, a private Buckingham Palace tour in 2002 with Maxwell seated on the sovereign's throne, and Andrew flying on Epstein's private jet, visiting his island, staying in his homes. Each of these is egregious on its own. Together they form a devastating pattern, and they link the Epstein story with Royal Lodge. Prince Andrew maintains that he was unaware of the allegations at the time. He claims no memory of meeting Virginia Giuffre, despite the now infamous photograph and despite her testimony in which she alleges 3 separate encounters. He made a financial settlement in 2022 while simultaneously denying wrongdoing. The lack of consistency erodes his credibility. Yet even this alone is not the full constitutional concern. Andrew continues to occupy Royal Lodge, living effectively rent-free except for nominal annual charges, while refusing to perform royal duties and having relinquished his titles. A privately wealthy prince could, if he wished, move out. Instead, British taxpayers underwrite the infrastructure of his privileged retreat. The question becomes existential for the Crown. Why should a disgraced prince retain the fruits of monarchy without serving its moral and civic purpose? Does he help people who are in need? Does he give to people who ask for his help? Or is it just to the particular rich and odd that he deigns concern? This scandal trumps the petty feuds of royal relocation. It trumps internal court intrigues about security allocations and fashion. It even surpasses the otherwise astonishing spectacle of Ghislaine Maxwell perched on the throne, because this story, next to Kevin Spacey, because this story is not symbolic pageantry, it is material reality funded and endorsed by the institution. This is the monarchy's accountability crisis, concentrated into one man. And it arrives at a moment when the Crown seeks moral authority on the global stage, when the King champions charitable leadership and interfaith respect, when the public expects exemplary conduct in exchange for constitutional privilege. The monarchy by its nature trades in values. Without integrity it is hollow. And this is why any attempt to trivialise the Prince Andrew story as a personal embarrassment fails. It's constitutional, it's ethical, it touches on safeguarding and the protection of minors. It questions the judgment of a senior royal over decades. It tests our willingness to hold even the most powerful to account, and in short, this scandal is not one headline among many, it is a referendum on credibility. And until it's resolved with clarity, transparency and consequence, every other royal story is just noise. As I've said many times before, I find this incredibly sad. Because here is a man with wealth and privilege, and we turn to the monarchy for to set an example, to lead by example, and to offer charity and support and care to those who need it. The only support that he offers is to people who are crawling in decadence. As I say, I think Prince Andrew seems to have got it all terribly, terribly wrong, and he seems to be pulling his family down with him.